Hello everyone, so in this tutorial we will take a look at how to use Adobe Firefly in Photoshop. So Photoshop just recently released a beta version of Photoshop with AI. So that means that we can use Adobe's AI, which is Adobe Firefly, within Photoshop. So without further ado, let's go ahead and try this out. Now, to be able to use the generative AI within Photoshop, we will need to install Photoshop beta version. So let's go to our Creative Cloud, and if you go under beta apps right here in the categories, then you should be able to see, if it's not installed, Photoshop beta. So Photoshop beta allows you to use generative AI or Adobe Firefly. Once that you have installed it, you can then open this up right here, and this is what it would look like. So I've just opened up a new canvas. So let's take a look at what we can do with this. So it is quite similar to all other generative AIs that we have. So all we need to do is to select a section or even the entire thing, and then we can add a prompt. So if we have a selection tool right here, say, let's select the entire canvas that we have, and then you can see already here at the bottom, you can see a generative fill. So if we click on this, we can go ahead and create a prompt. So it says, describe what you like to generate, or feel free to leave this blank. So it's in English only. So I'm gonna create, let's create an aerial view of the ocean. Then let's go ahead and click generate. Now we are already using generative AI here, and it will generate multiple images that we'd like, as you can see right here. So to be able to scroll through each ones, we can just click on these arrows right here, or on the properties side on the right side as well. We can click this, and as you can see, we can generate again if we feel that this isn't what we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and click generate again. But if you take a look as well while this loads, on the right hand side it creates a layer. So it creates a generative layer, so it will essentially try to understand your background and then generate something based on the prompt that you have. So it's managed to create this as well, as you can see. And let's say I like this one, so I can keep this as is, so that the image that we like we can keep right here. But then again, if you want to make changes to it, you can do so. So again, it is a layer itself, so if you can just remove this or whatever, you can discard it, or you can flatten it so that it will join everything here. And then with the other options that we have, of course, we can help this AI to improve even more by giving it a thumbs up if this is given us the image that we want, a thumbs down, and we can report a result as well. On the other options, of course, we have all of this. We can, just hide it, reset it, pin the bar somewhere if you want. So, it's generated something I have just from a prompt that I made. So let's go ahead and add more details into this. So let's say I'm going to select this section, and I want to add a hot air balloon. And let's quickly generate that, and you can see right here. So here are all of the different variations, and as you can see, it's trying to figure out as well, try to understand the image itself and orientate this hot air balloon in a way that, from how we would look at it, this is what the hot air balloon would look like. And as you can see, it is a layer itself. So from the selection that we have, we can create more variations or more layers. So every time that we generate something, we are creating a layer. So anything that we do to all of the other layers, we can continue to keep as well. So I'm gonna try and add one more right here. Let's say a skydiver. Let's see what this looks like. And as you can see right here, Of course, it's not going to be perfect. Not really sure what this is. So it's again, we can give feedback as to what kind of image that we have. So this is a diver itself, like a sea diver. So I'm gonna give this a thumbs down, saying that look, I'm looking for a skydiver, not a sea diver. The rest are fine as well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how we could use AI even more in an image that we have, or if we want to use the power of AI to edit an image. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload something. So let's say this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these generated images itself. So all we have is the background. Okay, so we have an image right here. What can we use generative AI to do? So let's say we've just uploaded this image right here within Photoshop. You can let Photoshop try to understand which one is my subject, and let's go ahead and test this out if it's able to remove the people. So to remove people from the image, all you need to do is select them and then leave this blank and then just click generate. Let's go ahead and see what this would look like. So here is the result, and I think the AI has basically just replaced the people. So it's understood that there's people here. So this is the original. You can see right there. And it has just replaced them instead of removing them. So as you can see, that AI is not perfect. So let's go and see, if we can help this out. I'm going to remove this layer. So this isn't what I want. I want to remove the people. So let's delete that layer right there. Rather than selecting each one, let's select this as the section itself. And then let's leave this blank once again and generate. Here we are. So it's managed to understand that this is the background itself. So it's added some additional people or items or objects right here, and it's added a wave here as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try and remove this as well. So what I'm going to do is actually just replace all of this and then click generate and leaving this blank once again. And here we are. So it's managed to remove that object right there, and we have used 2 layers. So from this one to this one, and yeah, we have managed to remove the people right here. Now we can add some more items. I want to add a turtle right here. Let's add a turtle, and I'm gonna click generate once again. Let's see. Okay, so these are the results. The perspective does not look correct right here. Same for this one. I think this one looks alright. So the turtle is, it looks like it's on the sand itself. Let's go ahead and try to generate another one. Let's see if it can help it better. Let's change the prompt. Turtle lying on the sand. Yep, and click generate. And here are the results. These ones, this one and this one. So I think this one works right here. So I'm just gonna keep it there. Let's add one more item. How about a horse galloping on the water? Let's see. Okay, so here is the result right here. It's managed to understand that this is, it's on the water, but you could see it is following kind of like this type of shot that we have where the horse and the turtle is kind of like a silhouette and everything else is quite bright as well. So it's understanding the scene that we have as well. But of course, we can pretty much do everything that we want here. So say for example, if we select the background and then let's change that to green mountainous area. Here it is. So again, it doesn't have to be realistic. It does give you some variations that you would like. So as you can see right here, it makes it look like it's a distant place. This is kind of like what I was aiming at. So it's a mixture between this, and it makes this look like a sand overlooking the mountainous area. So it's a more fantasy kind of type image right here. So I quite like that. I'm going to keep this. Now what else can we do with generative AI? We can actually expand this image even more. So say for example, let's increase our canvas size to say 500 by 2000. We are, and click OK. So this is the image canvas that we have. Right now I'm going to move our entire image up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select our image, but just slightly inwards. So we have all of this. Now I'm going to invert this. So what we're doing is we're actually selecting this itself, and now we're going to let AI do content awareness using generative fill by allowing it to understand the scene and then continuously or expanding the image that we have. So let's leave this blank, and I'm gonna click on generate, and here are the results. So it's not sure what this is, but let's take a look at the second one. You can see right here, and then take a look at the third one. There you go. So it's added this continuous shot, and then it's added more sand, and it's even added some rocks as well from here. So there you go. So it's managed to expand everything. And again, the better your prompts are, the better the output that the AI will give. But you can see how very, very powerful this generative fill is within Photoshop. So it is not perfect, but go ahead and explore this. I'm gonna try and see if I can fix this right here by just selecting this and then letting generative fill do its magic. And there you go. So it's managed to understand that there's something not quite right here, and I'm gonna try and fix it. So this is what it was, and this is how it is now. And there you go. So that is the power of generative AI using Adobe Firefly within Photoshop. Well, there you go. I hope that you have found this tutorial useful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and do check out Photoshop Beta with generative AI. And I'll see you next time.